Trav, we got to talk about it.
You always start this with, we got to talk about it.
Well, you never want to talk about it. You don't want to talk about it, which I get. You want to keep your private life private.
What makes you think I don't want to talk about it?
Because you want to keep your private life private. You've been on record as saying you want to keep your private life private.
You're right.
Have you found out what Taylor Swift thinks of your mustache?
Yeah, we're not going to bring up Taylor Swift.
I'm having more fun during this time of my life than I've ever had before. I've legitimately never been happier.
Karma takes all my friends to the subway. Karma is the guy on the Chiefs.
How does it feel to officially be the guy on the Chiefs?
You mean Karma?
Karma, that's right.
Yeah, no, I had no clue that, well, I might have had a little bit of a clue, but definitely when I heard it come out of her mouth, still shocked me. And
yeah, you could tell in the video.
I was like,
it was pretty.
Oh, she really just said it.
Everyone, things are getting increasingly interesting in the Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce storyline. At first, there were only whispers that the two were becoming more serious and possibly planning something bigger for their future. But now, those whispers seem to be turning into confirmed details. Travis's brother, Jason Kelce, has stepped forward to share insight into what's really happening behind the scenes, and he knows more than most. After Taylor and Travis gave him the green light to speak publicly, Jason has openly discussed how deeply focused Travis has become on the pop superstar. Before diving further into that, don't forget to like the video and subscribe so you never miss our latest updates. It's completely free and helps us continue bringing you fresh content. This isn't the first time Jason has commented on his brother's connection with Taylor. He's been mentioning them together for quite a while. Back in August, just before the NFL season began, the Kelce brothers chatted on their podcast. During the conversation, Jason casually referenced a certain famous singer. When he noticed Travis bringing back his signature mustache, Jason couldn't help but ask what Taylor thought about the new look.
Taylor Swift in this episode. But something tells me she's going to like it.
Just days after Kelce hinted at a special invitation to Arrowhead Stadium, fans didn't have to wait long for a big surprise. On September 24th, Taylor Swift showed up at his game at Arrowhead, instantly drawing attention. Cameras followed her throughout the night as she watched the action from Kelce's suite alongside his mother, Donna Kelce. To cap off the memorable evening, Taylor and Travis were seen leaving the stadium together in his convertible. Later, Kelce reflected on the unforgettable night during his podcast conversation with Jason, sharing how special the moment was.
Life, and I sure as hell enjoyed this weekend. Shout out to Taylor for pulling up. That was pretty ballsy. I just thought it was awesome how everybody in the suite had nothing but great things to say about her. You know, the friends and family. She looked amazing. Everybody was talking about her in great.
He continued the upbeat energy by describing how unforgettable the whole scene was, from the slow-motion replays on the big screen to the celebratory high-fives with his mom, and the excitement throughout Chiefs Kingdom once everyone realized she was there. He said the atmosphere was hilarious in the best way, and easily one of those games that will stay with him forever. Then, as they headed out after the final whistle, he went on to share a few more details about how the night wrapped up.
See the slow motion chest bumps, to see the high fives with mom, to see how, you know, Chiefs Kingdom was all excited that she was there. That was absolutely hysterical, and it was definitely a game I'll remember.
He even joked about making a dramatic exit, playfully referencing one of Swift's songs, Getaway Car. That moment opened the door for Jason to bring her up even more during their conversations. Before long, she became a recurring topic on the podcast. And honestly, Jason barely had to ask anything. One simple question was enough for Travis to launch into long, enthusiastic stories about her on another episode of New Heights with Jason and Travis. Later, on October 18th, Kelce shared more highlights from a recent weekend in New York City. He described it as an exciting and memorable trip, filled with non-stop energy and standout moments, including a visit to Saturday Night Live.
And then we just slid off in the getaway car at the end. Took my Chevelle to the game, and shout out to Taylor for coming through and see me rock the stage.
Buzz alert! The internet has been lighting up over the photos and clips from the couple's recent outings. Fans couldn't get enough of Travis's thoughtful gestures, from helping Taylor in and out of the car to walking together with ease. showing just how attentive he can be.
It was electric to be back in that place.
Dude, it's
There's
crazy
just
how much
something
energy's
about
in there.
being in that room and just it being their first episode this season. Taylor and good friends. We showed up at SNL having the idea of going supporting Ice Spice.
The Kelce brothers also shared the memorable moment when Taylor had a friendly conversation with their dad, Ed Kelce, during the Chiefs game on August 12th at Arrowhead Stadium.
I feel like whenever I'm on a date, I'm always like having like the sense of like I'm a man in the situation. I'm like protective. Yeah, for sure. You always kind of have that feeling or that self-awareness, I guess.
Jason added, with both brothers laughing together, that when it comes to their mom, Donna,
Kelce in the spotlight. If you were watching the game, you saw something momentous happen, which was Taylor Swift talking to Ed Kelce.
You know, Dad. Like I know, Dad. This is a terrifying conversation. I felt terrible for Taylor for being in there.
If you see Dad talking to anybody and you can't hear what's happening, who knows where that conversation's going?
We can't.
Kelce shared, especially highlighting the times his mom had been spotted with Taylor at previous games. In a late October episode of New Heights with Jason and Travis Kelce, the Eagles center opened up to his brother about how his performance seems to reach a whole new level whenever Taylor is in the stands cheering him on.
When T
How could I
Swift
not be aware of this?
is at the game, you are averaging 99 yards, and when you are left with only your friends and remaining family there, you are at 46.5 yards a game.
Jason revealed that Kelce's somewhat surprised brothers also mentioned the unexpected encouragement from Kelce's coach, Andy Reid, for the growing friendship between him and Taylor.
It appears the Big Red is noticing it because he weighed in. That's right. In his post-game press conference, he was asked about your big game, and his response was, Kelce keeps getting better with time. Taylor can stay around all she wants.
A few days later, a curious reporter at a Kansas City Chiefs press conference asked Kelce about his love life. With a smile, he kept it light and playful, saying,
Listen, when you're getting Big Red's approval and blessings, you know you're doing something right. They're big on all the different
beef
cuts of meat. Got some good steak down there, man. But when it's unsafe to her and her crew and everybody in the stadium, you got to do what you got to do. I think it ended up being perfect. Everybody got to.
Bit of a lie. I usually do it last second, just like every other man out here on the planet. But Etsy is the place I go to.
Do you have anything in mind yet?
I usually get the same chocolates every year and the same flowers.
Adorable. Oh my gosh!
And
chocolate and
then
flowers.
a card.
Taylor at the game. You don't see an entire home team fan base go insane for somebody wearing the opposite team's colors. It just shows you how amazing that girl is. They went absolutely insane when they showed Taylor on the screen. There might have been a few Brads and Chads that were booing, but for the most part, everybody was fucking screaming their tail off.
That's awesome.
Keep it cool. I was like, don't show your cards. Don't show your cards. Taylor's on board, or she's on record saying that that stadium's one of the funnest that she's played at. So for them to show her is just kind of, I guess, showing her some love. So awesome. Shout out to the Patriots.